Hello and welcome to Daily Records. And today's album is the Southern rock band, the Marshall Tucker Band, and their album Carolina Dreams. Now this album was released in January of 1977. This was their sixth album, and this album is a love letter to their home state of South Carolina. A lot of the tracks on this album were sort of Western type themes. And it had their biggest hit song, Heard It in a Love Song. I remember going to see a touring version of the Marshall Tucker Band in the late 80s, early 90s with my dad, and going to the Mississippi State Fair and saw the Marshall Tucker Band. And as soon as they kicked into Heard It in a Love Song, I was like, I know this band because I've always had a fond memory of that song. Really, really catchy song. Written by Toy Caldwell, who's kind of a hero to South Carolinians. Toy played lead guitar and steel guitar, and kind of an underrated gem of a player. The thing about Marshall Tucker Band, and it's rather unfortunate, they really lived in the shadows of Lynyrd Skynyrd and their label mate on Capricorn, the Allman Brothers. And I would probably argue that yes, certainly those bands are superior to Marshall Tucker. But, these guys had some really, really good stuff, and they had some street cred. This album, in addition to Toy, and Tommy Caldwell, who played bass, the brothers, I don't know how much you guys know about it, but Doug Gray sang on this album. Jerry Eubanks played flute and saxophone, which is a large part of their sound. But this album also features some guest musicians like Paul Hornsby. Charlie Daniels played fiddle and sang on Desert Skies. Chuck Leavell played piano. J-Mo was on this record. So they weren't just these sort of forgotten about stepchildren. I mean, those guys were contemporaries of each other. And, had those bands not existed, I think that Marshall Tucker Band would probably have a bit of a higher place on the Southern rock sort of sphere, because they wrote some really good songs. This is a nice album. It's a good, clean sounding record. It doesn't swing too hard for the fences and tries to be something that it's not. But it's a record that you can put on and instantly sort of catch yourself sort of tapping your feet and enjoying it. And so, like I said, and Heard It in a Love Song is just a fun country rock tune that definitely deserves its place. And so that's why I picked today Carolina Dreams as today's daily record by the Marshall Tucker Band. Hey, if you guys know, I have some more information about the Caldwell brothers, who I've heard nothing but good things about. Comment down below, like, subscribe, and share. I love interacting with you guys. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter. It's Tommy Burton75. Also check out my regular channel, Tommy Burton's VC channel. But in the meantime, I'll see you all again tomorrow with another daily record.